Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3320 Southeast 36th Avenue in Portland, Oregon. We're located in the basement at the very rearmost wall. There's a 3-inch ABS cleanout embedded in the wall. This will be the point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. Here at 84 feet, it transitions here to 4-inch PVC pipe. And here at 88 feet from the point of access, we have reached the main lateral. The line appears to head out to the main on Southeast 36th. I'm going to get all the water turned off, let it drain out here for just a couple minutes. The line overall looks really good. There is one spot in the line I want to check where there's possibly some standing water. Alright, there's just a little bit of water trickling off. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling back here. And starting here around 30 feet, there is some standing water. As I go through here, keep in mind the camera lens sits off the bottom of the pipe just over 1/2 of an inch. So what we're looking at here is about 1/4 of an inch of standing water. It only goes up in front of the lens when I push forward and it makes kind of a wave. This is a brand spanking a new house, so it hasn't had very much activity through it. Generally, when there's only about 1/4 of an inch of standing water, I rarely see very much debris buildup, if any at all. It's when it gets to about 1 inch or more is when it becomes the most concerning. So there is some grade loss here, but there's no debris buildup or any evidence or reason to justify repair here to correct the grade. And it's about a 3 or 4 foot section of pipe, and as soon as it rounds that corner there, it begins to drain out. It was based on what I see here. There is adequate flow all the way out to the main lateral. Obviously, I'd like to see that draining out perfectly through there. And I will locate this real quick just to see where it is at specifically, in case this is something that the buyers would like to have fixed. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a repair here just because the standing water is quite minimal. There's also the issue of there's been no activity through the line, so it's hard to say if this is causing flow issues or not. I've pushed the camera head just beyond the belly in the line, and I'm going to do another toilet flush here at about 36 feet out, 37 feet out. The toilet flush should look strong. It should be a rush of water moving past the camera, so that should be coming down the line here in just a second. And there's the toilet flush moving past the camera. For as close in as this is, that is a pretty weak toilet flush. That's what I would expect it to look like, more so out at the main lateral, not 15-20 feet away from where the toilet flush is coming in. So that is concerning. Generally, a toilet flush moving past the camera is just an explosion of water moving past it, and you want that. You want a lot of velocity and the water to be one big bolus of water moving together. What's happening is the toilet flush is hitting the standing water here. It's like getting to the bottom of a water slide. You hit the pool at the bottom and you come to a immediate stop, and that is essentially what's going on here. The water is hitting the standing water here and slowing down significantly. So for that reason there, I am going to do some markings. I'll use some paint. I'm sorry, not paint. I'll see if I have painter's tape to mark the ground with. Where I located the camera head at the beginning of the belly there a moment ago, it was right inside the garage, and the belly appears to start here at about 27 feet and extends out about 5 feet or so. Okay, I did locate here. We are just, if you're walking through the house out to the garage, we're just about a foot or so outside the door that enters into the garage. We're at 1 feet 5 inches deep here. It is under concrete as it's in the garage. I'm going to advance the camera out here to the end of the belly. Which is right here at this turn in the line. So the belly does go all the way up to the 90 or 45. I'm going to put the camera right here and do another X. I'm marking it with duct tape. I don't have any blue painter's tape, unfortunately, but I'm putting a duct tape X at either end of the belly. Alrighty, I do have the belly here mapped out. Again with duct tape. There's an X at either end of the belly, and then I just have a piece of tape going, just a straight piece of tape showing the direction that the pipe is running. It's about a 5-foot section of pipe, and because of how weak that flush is getting past this point, and I was only a couple feet past it, the flush was very weak, much weaker than I'd like to see. So for that reason, I do recommend having that regraded there. But again, part of the difficulty here is without debris going through the line, it is difficult to tell whether it would stop up there. But based on how slow that water was moving past the belly, my guess is that it would more than likely get hung up in that section, especially because right at the end of the belly there is a 45 or 90 degree turn, which is somewhat of a wall that water has to hit and then round the corner and then go another 50 feet out to the street. Rest of the line looks great. I do recommend a rescope in the event that a repair is negotiated, just to ensure that proper slope and grade has been met.